Welcome everybody, welcome to Main Street Fire Rescue. We are officially in service today. It's Matt and I am at EPCOT Center. Welcome, Festival of the Arts. It's officially begun. I'm about a week late, but that's all right. Everybody else has already come out here and covered this crap with mostly the food. We're here to do the art today. That's what we're going to do, the art and some of the interactive features. So this is the EPCOT International Festival of the Arts. This is one of my all-time favorite festivals, outside of Festival of the Holidays. I like the interactivity of it, the exhibits, the art, all kinds of really cool things to see and do here. So I'm going to give you a rundown of the game plan of what I'm wanting to do. Also, we talk about something. We do talk about the annual pass holder thing for a minute. For those of you that don't live in Florida, I would strongly caution you with the annual passes right now. There's a lot of people that buy annual passes because they're the better deal, supposedly. Well, here's the thing with that. Back when it was $650 or less, yeah, that was a smoking good deal to get the annual pass if you're going multiple times a year. Now, when tickets are almost $200 a piece, and annual passes, realistically, after taxes and everything, you're staring about $1,500. You have to go about 12 times or so, 12 to 14 times to make it worth it. You know, so if you come down here a lot, or you're a local and you're here often, then it's worth it. But if you're a family from out of state that only comes for 2 or 3 weeks a year, you might want to rethink that. The other reason I'm telling you might want to rethink it is there's been a lot more annual pass dates blocked out, meaning like tomorrow. If I can't go tomorrow anyway, I work, but let's just say I wanted to come to any of the theme parks tomorrow, I can't. There's no reservations available, so I basically have to wait till after 2 p.m. Which is nuts, you know. I have one of the Passes, which is the top tier pass, and yet I'm locked out. And so anybody that's out of state, that's how they have to do it. They have to buy the top tier Pass. That's the only thing available to them, and they have to pay all that cash up front. No payment plans, no nothing. Which, I mean, realistically, if Disney wanted to eliminate a lot of the annual pass holders like they claim they want to do to make it more of a exclusive thing, they'd get rid of the monthly payment plans. You'd lose 50-60% of your people right there. You know, if you made people pay for it all at once, yeah, I mean, straight up. So many people buy these things on the payment plans. I'm going to caution you against buying the annual pass because, for example, let's say somebody lived out of state, was coming down this weekend. They wouldn't be able to go tomorrow until after 2 p.m. You know, there's no reservations available. And these good to go days, there's a few of them, but they're not, there's very, very, very few of them. A good to go day means you can go to the park without making a reservation if you're a pass holder. So again, because people were talking about that, they're like, people out of state especially, I bought the annual pass, I'm here over Christmas, there's nothing available, I can't get into the parks. Well, that's the risk you're taking when you're doing that. So unless you live locally where you can just, hey, go home, try again, or maybe I'm not going today, I'll try tomorrow, not that big a deal. But when you're driving down here, you're spending all that money, you know, that's a big deal. So really, really think hard about buying that annual pass. You have to go at least 12 to 14 times a year, at minimum, to make it worth it. So just keep that in mind. With all that said, we are going to get started with this year's 2024 Festival of the Arts. This is this year's guidebook for Festival of the Arts. Each festival has these little books, and it shows you exactly what the entertainment offerings are, what kind of different art, the concerts, the food. Pretty much everything's in here. One thing I missed, though, are the stickers they used to have in these books. Oh, Spaceship Earth is down yet again. I'll say Disney has more rides break down every single day than any other theme park I've ever seen in my life. Man, it's a rough day. Test Track is also closed. So you have Spaceship Earth and Test Track both down for at least the near future. Wow. All right, first things first. We're coming down the walkway into World Showcase. Let's get started. Let's look at some art. So the one thing I'm noticing coming down into World Showcase is the luminous barges are out already. Now either A, they've stopped moving them in and out and that was just something they used to pacify people, or They left them out for some reason. These are pretty cool. These are a staple for Festival of the Arts. These are photo ops where you climb into the painting with the different characters to get your photo taken. Normally they have photo pass photographers here, but this is a do-it-yourselfer. This is the chalk art area. This is cool to watch the artists do these creations. And usually over here they have a giant 3D mural that looks like they're working on it right now. Yep, this guy right here is doing it. Looks like it's going to be Wally. So you can tell this is going to be one of the 3D perspective, because this right here, he's using this as this your vanishing point, and using that to keep all the lines straight. That's one thing I learned when I was in architecture and design and all that. When we were doing rendering, we learned how to do 3-point perspectives. So there's a couple different ones. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4 points. And basically you start off with your vanishing point, if you will, and then it all kind of works its way down to this area. So probably what he's been doing is using that string to keep everything in line, to give it that look. So when this is done, this is going to look really badass. It's going to look straight up 3-dimensional. That's cool to see them do that. All right, well, let's go see what we can find here. Welcome to World Showcase. Rolling Stones. I need to change that to 2023. Or no, I'm sorry, 2024. They're going to be here this summer. Mick Jagger at 96 years old, steel wheelchair tour. Oh wow, now this is some gorgeous work here. Check out Dreamfinder and Figment. Wow, that's really cool right there. That's incredible. This picture debuted a couple years ago at EPCOT. That is, to me, is incredible. It's all a World Showcase if it were to be built on a hillside with the Illuminations globe in the middle. There's some very talented people here. Alright, it's about lunch. I need to try something. I think I'm going to try this. The short rib and then the Black Forest cake. We'll see how it is. You can see how they do design the food here, which is really creative. So we're going to dig into this. No, I'm not going to show myself eating that. I think that is incredibly weird. I'll tell you all about it when I'm done. But this is what makes the Festival of the Art food so standoutish, because they design it in really cool designs like this. Oh, as also, it's not a EPCOT festival unless you're eating on a trash can. Well, made short work of that. That was actually really good. This had really good tart flavoring. It was nice and cold. had very light flavoring, like light sweet chocolate. That was awesome. This was like super savory, super heavy. You know, if you don't like heavy stuff, you wouldn't have liked this, but like maybe between the potatoes and that beef and that sauce they put on there and all the greens and the tomatoes, yeah, it was perfect. One thing to keep in mind too, this, what I'm holding in my hand, was $14 right there, 14 bucks. So yeah, that'll hurt you if you want to eat something. So you have to come to these festivals with a little budget in mind, otherwise, yeah, it'll break you. It's not a stop to the Germany Pavilion without stopping and checking out the railroad. This is kind of interesting. I'll tell you what though, I mean, it seemed like Italy's always expensive, but overall the festival prices seem to be a lot more expensive than in years past. But it just feels like everything's gone up like $1 or $2. Now granted, the sizes aren't terrible, the portions aren't bad. But like I said, just the one thing I had, that was $14. So, you know, if I were to get something similar to that again, now we're almost at 30 bucks for the day. Oh wow, these are cool. I love that one. That's really cool. Those are multi-plane drawings, meaning they got different layers to them. I do find it rather interesting that the luminous barges are out already. See, one of the things they sold everybody on was these were supposed to go backstage every day. And then, just like Illuminations, about 3 o'clock, they bring everything out. Well, the last couple times I've come here, and again, it's been usually in the morning, barges have been out. So is that something that they did just to pacify people to start with? And they're like, well, maybe they'll forgot about it. I don't know. Now the other little barges aren't out here. Those are where the posts are. Those aren't here, but the main ones still there. So I'm wondering if that's going to be a permanent fixture like Harmonious was, or if this something, for some reason they just kept them out. Over here at the American Gardens Theater, they do something called the Disney on Broadway series, which is a lot of the famous singers from the various movies in that perform here. Like tonight is Calvin Lee and Heidi Blickenstaff, Beauty and the Beast and Little Mermaid. And then, excuse me, then during the day, they have the Animation Academy with Alex Marr, where you draw on Disney characters at 12:30 and 1:30. Basically, it's like if you've ever done the Animal Kingdom, the animation experience, that's pretty much what it is at EPCOT. They teach you how to draw the Disney characters. It's pretty cool. We did it last year. It was a lot of fun. It's a good time to just come and relax too. Just sit down and draw for about I think it's 45 minutes or so. And they hand you pretty much everything you need. Well, not pretty much. They do give you everything you need. You get your a nice little drawing board with a clip on it, a piece of paper, and a pencil. No eraser. So the idea is that artists don't believe in erasing work. You just kind of sketch over it. One of these nights, too, I'm going to have to try to watch Luminous Symphony of Us from the Japan Pavilion up there on top of the balcony. That seems to be a really good spot for this. This has been a real popular booth this year. They got the Wagyu bun, which is basically a steamed bao bun with Wagyu beef in it. If you've never had Wagyu beef, man, you need to try it. You do not know what you're missing. That stuff is like tasty on another level. Very busy day today. Well, I shouldn't say very, not comparable like how Christmas is, but it's still pretty decently busy. The one thing I will suggest to you all watching this, I'm sure you've probably heard about these crowd calendars. Take those things, if you see one, wad it up, throw it in the trash. They are completely useless. They don't work. They're very inaccurate. They're based off of the crowds back when basically everything was in the recession, the 08 recession. That's really when a lot of them were made. And there was a lot of, there were definitely slow times. Now there are not. I would take those crowd calendars and throw them in the trash. They're of no use. Like right now, today is supposed to be a slow day. It's not even close. I mean, we're going to go take a look at Remy's here. Remy's is running at 90 minutes. Yep, that's a 90-minute wait for sure. I'll tell you people, don't do this to yourself with this ride. Do this at the end of the day. Just very, very last ride. You'll wait about 20 minutes. All right, enough of that. Let's go see what else we can get a hold of. What's kind of cool about all of the character meet and greets, it's like Alice back there, it's here in the UK. She's out there posing next to an art easel with a picture of the White Rabbit, like she painted it. That's a pretty neat little touch. Rose and Crown, good place. Wow. Check that out. In case you have a extra 10 grand burning a hole in your pocket.
Yeah, I get that.
Wow. So why I say you can't ever trust these stupid ass crowd calendars they put out, because again, this is supposed to be a low crowd day, and here we have Frozen Ever After 75 minutes. Journey to Imagination with Figment is a whopping 30 minutes. Now keep in mind, this is noon on a Friday in late January. So noon on a Friday, late January. Frozen's 75, Figment's 30. Living with the Land, 40 minutes. 40 freaking minutes for Living with the Land. Mission Space, 35. Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, 90. Seas with Nemo and Friends, 30 minutes. Soaring over California, 90 minutes. Spaceship Earth is still broken down. And Test Track's at 80. So yeah, supposedly a slow day. You got all those wait times like that. So I said, throw those freaking crowd calendars in the trash. All right, let's take a look into the Figment's Inspiration Station. Let's see what we can find here. If you don't know what this is what they've done now. It started a couple years ago, but they take the Odyssey Pavilion up here straight ahead and turn it into like a festival station for the various festivals. Oh, this is where you get that freaking popcorn bucket right there. No, I will not be partaking. Just can't do it. For 30 bucks, man. No, I'm good. It's in here somewhere. Let's see what they got in here. Oh no, this is kind of neat. Yeah, oh, this is where, okay, so they took a lot of the interactives and moved them in here. This is the spinning art where you basically get on a bicycle and spin your art in that tub. And then you get various creations like this. Yeah, the spin art's pretty cool. And then right here are the popcorn buckets. These things are 30 bucks a piece. And basically what you have to do is you have to go onto the app and you get a callback time. And when it's your time, when they call you back, you come and pick yours up. You pay for it on the app, you do everything. Like, it's kind of crazy though, because about 4 kernels of popcorn fit in that thing. It's the Imagination Pavilion with a Figment figurine in the middle. And it lights up. A lot of people have reported that this piece right here breaks off real easy. I found the deconstructed dish. This is a cool one. This was usually over by the festival, the what do you call it? World Showcase entrance. They've moved it over to Test Track. But this has some really good stuff. The deconstructed BLT and the key lime pie. Not terrible prices. This is probably my favorite thing though. The deconstructed key lime pie is really good. So what you do is they take all the flavors of key lime pie and they spread it out like this, and you just basically take it and mash it all together and stir it all together, and there you got your key lime pie. Same thing with the BLT. They give you the BLT ingredients all separate, and then you mash them all together, and basically you have a BLT. This is a really cool station. So Test Track's a cool 80 minutes, 8-0. And everybody's all up in arms as it keeps, oh, Test Track's gonna get rethemed. Man, I'm telling you people, don't get too excited. I'm sure they will do it, but it ain't happening in the next year or two. But I tell you what, Disney had better figure out an answer for Epic Universe. That's all I'm gonna say. Because if they honestly think that Tiana's Rainforest Bayou Cafe Adventure is going to be enough to stave people off from going to Epic Universe, I don't think that's going to work. Because that's what's crazy, is there's nothing in the works for next year here. Nothing. Meanwhile, you're going to have an entire new theme park that's going to open up about a year from now. And Disney has nothing in the books yet. Nothing. I'm really trying to understand their method of thought on that. It's not a trip into the world of Coke without this Beverly, I will tell you that. And I see Disney's still holding firm on these ornament prices. Still want 40 bucks for those. Hey Disney, cut that in half, I'll buy a couple of them. Be curious to see if they're still here by the time Christmas comes around again later this year. For the same price. Holy crap, everybody, look, it's actual, just straight up theme park shirt advertising, or theme park advertising with no numbered anniversaries, no nothing. Wow, it's incredible. I swear, only at Disney do you see such dumbassery sometimes. This freaking knucklehead on a scooter had 4 kids piled on this thing. And was moving at a pretty good rate, and somebody wasn't, walked from around the corner, and thank God he stopped. But one of the kids almost went flying right over the handlebars of the scooter because they're standing on it while he's driving. Come on, people. I mean, life isn't that difficult, but we make it so incredibly hard. Yeah, Spaceship Earth is still down. The rate it's looking, it looks like it's going to be down for a minute. Walking back out here to the front, I think we're going to call it a day here, Festival of the Arts. I don't know, man. It just seems like it's a shell of what it used to be. Maybe it's me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just having an off day. I'm not really sure. I know they have the paint by number wall, but I couldn't find it. I think it's over by Living with the Land. But it just feels like the artwork used to be so much more different, and now I feel like every booth I went to is very similar. I'm not sure. I have to try this again. So that was a nice little walk around. EPCOT. I couldn't do any rides or anything because, like I said, the wait times are just pretty astronomical today. It's really sad. They can't even do like Living with the Land right now. They are setting up for some monster production right here. Lots of audio video equipment. Well, I'm gonna find the car, y'all. We're gonna drive home. We'll wrap this up at home. We'll edit it, and then we'll figure out what to do from here. I don't know. Kind of disappointed in Festival of the Arts this year. It just didn't seem. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe, like I said, I've been having some off days lately. Just going through some personal stuff. Maybe it's that. I'm not sure. But it just didn't have the gusto that it had in years past. But again, I'll try again on another day. Or maybe I'll come back tonight. We'll see. But as for right now, I don't know. It didn't have the pizzazz that it seems to have had before. I'll see you at home. What is up, everybody? I'm back home again. Yeah, timing was definitely of the essence today. Didn't even realize it. Wasn't supposed to rain today, but it's doing just that. It's freaking downpouring outside. Anyway, Festival of the Arts. It was a good time. I just feel like it's missing something this year, though. And even the merch. Like, the merch just seems like, In years past, Festival of the Arts had some of the coolest merch. It was just very vibrant, very, very, like, I don't want to say in your face, but it was very much, it very much corresponded to the event. You know, it was very bright, very colorful, a lot of detail, you know, a lot of emphasis on the paint, art, you know. And this year, it just seems like it's this purple, orange, and darkish red, orangish red color scheme, and that's it. Or in a brownish color scheme. Like, that seems to be the main focus. You know, I don't know. My favorite Festival of the Arts, honestly, was probably the one which would have been 2017, 2018. I still actually have my Tervis mug from that. That one, I think, hands down, was my favorite because of the merch and everything there was to do. Just, it was really, really cool looking. So, we'll try it again, and maybe I'll have a different day. You know, maybe just today's an off day for some reason. Yeah, it happens. But anyway, I wanted to get out there. The food was good. You know, the braised short rib and the that chocolate dessert. That was very good. But like I said, you have to be careful because it'll make your wallet take off if you're not reining that shit in. So you have to really, really set a budget because, like I said, just that for me was $14. So if I would have done that again somewhere else, that's $30 now that you've spent on four things. So basically, it evens out to about $10 a plate. That's not cheap. So yeah, lots of things to come down the pipe though. In another week or two, Seven Seas Food Festival at SeaWorld will be starting. Universal's Mardi Gras is going to be starting. Actually, Mardi Gras in general is very early this year because Easter is very early. I think it's like right at the end of March or like April 1st or 2nd. So Mardi Gras is going to be starting very, very soon. And lots of really good concert lineups already. EPCOT's Flower Garden announced their concert lineups where they have some really good bands coming this year. What else? Oh yeah, Universal's Mardi Gras. They have some good concerts. Bare Naked Ladies are coming back, which I would definitely go back and see them. They were fantastic. 2 years ago, I actually worked that concert when I was working at Universal when they were there. So they put on a fantastic show. If you've never been to Universal for Mardi Gras, it's a pretty neat event. Basically, it's kind of like Christmas the way they do it with the Mannheim Steamroller when it's there, when they're performing. So it's like at Christmas, they do the Christmas parade, the Macy's Christmas parade, and then right afterwards, Mannheim Steamroller plays Christmas concert. During Mardi Gras, they have the big Mardi Gras parade, and then right after that parade's over, they have whatever featured concert is at the Music Plaza there. So yeah, I'll definitely be there for the Bare Naked Ladies show. That was a lot of fun. Especially when you hear them play the Big Bang Theory song. That's really cool. So anyway, I hope you all enjoy this video. Like I said, I'm going to get it edited and get it out there. Let me know what you think. Let's get them likes and subscriptions. Get those up so we can get to that freaking 4 or 5, was it 500? Yeah, 500 now is what we need. 500 and then we're off and running. So again, thank you all very much for your support. can't wait to see what this year brings. Got a lot of stuff planned, so we'll see y'all very soon. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you shortly. Main Street Fire Rescue, out of service. I'll see ya.